Archangel Michael says, the silence around you tonight holds a voice you cannot hear with ordinary ears. A spirit from your past, someone who once loved you deeply, is weeping in the unseen realm because they know danger is moving toward you. Their tears are not of weakness, but of urgency, and they are reaching through this message to alert you before it is too late. This cry is not ordinary, it carries the weight of destiny, a warning wrapped in sorrow, and a reminder that love never dies, even when life has passed. The person who once held your hand in trust is still connected to you, bound by an invisible thread that time could never sever. Tonight, that thread has tightened, pulling at your soul, urging you to awaken and take heed of what is approaching. They have seen what you cannot, and their spirit trembles at the thought of you walking blind into danger. Their cry is both a prayer and a plea, begging you to listen to the whispers carried on the wind. If you pause, even for a moment, you may feel their presence, standing behind you, urging you not to dismiss what your heart already senses. This warning is not meant to frighten you but to prepare you. Love from beyond the veil is powerful enough to break through time, silence, and eternity itself. And right now, that love is shaking the gates of heaven to reach you. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Archangel Michael says, the person who weeps for you is not gone, they have transformed into a guardian of your path. They have chosen to stand in the shadow between your world and theirs, watching over every step you take. Yet today, their cry grew stronger, for they saw a trap laid before you. The danger is subtle, like a shadow creeping across your life unnoticed. It hides in familiar places, behind familiar faces, waiting for the right moment to strike. This is why the one who loves you from beyond can no longer stay silent. Their warning comes wrapped in sorrow because they know you might ignore it. They fear you might think it is only a passing thought, only a dream, only an echo. But it is more than that, it is their soul reaching for yours in a moment of desperation. Do not turn away from this sign. Their love was once your comfort, and now it has become your shield. This is your chance to avoid pain, betrayal, or loss that was meant to break you. Type Amen to get blessing 444. The night is heavy with secrets, but within it, your loved one has carved a path of light. They are urging you to be cautious with the people who surround you now. A smile can hide a scheme, and a hand extended in kindness can conceal betrayal. You are not alone in this battle, for every tear shed in silence by this spirit builds a wall around you. Still, they want you to open your eyes wider, to see what is being hidden in plain sight. There is someone near you who speaks sweetly yet carries ill intentions. The silent cry you feel is not random, it is targeted, sharp, and specific to your present moment. It is a call to step back, observe more closely, and protect what belongs to you. Their warning is a shield of love that demands action, not hesitation. Your destiny is too valuable to be stolen, and that is why your loved one is restless. They will not allow you to fall into the trap without shaking heaven itself to wake you up. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Archangel Michael says, do not mistake this sorrowful cry for weakness. It is a sacred alarm bell, a divine signal that you are at the edge of something dangerous. Only someone who once held your heart could cry so loudly in silence for your safety. The danger may appear disguised as opportunity, a door opening that looks golden but is filled with darkness behind it. This is why the warning came now, before your hand touched the handle, before you stepped into the wrong place. They want to turn your steps back toward safety. The air around you may feel heavier than usual, as though unseen eyes are upon you. That heaviness is not meant to crush you but to alert you. It is the sign that the warning is real and the danger is near. Take this moment as a gift, because the one who cries for you is ensuring that you are not blindsided. Their love, once earthly, is now eternal, and it fights for you even beyond the grave. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Archangel Michael says, "The cry that reaches you tonight is no ordinary sound. It is carved out of love, shaped in silence, and carried into your spirit by one who once walked beside you. They cannot rest until you understand the weight of their tears. They see danger like a shadow that clings close to your path, waiting for you to ignore it. They know the traps of deception that others might set for you. They know how close you are to stepping into something that could take away your peace. That is why the tears come now, flowing in silence, invisible to the human eye but loud in the spiritual realm. The cry is not of fear but of fierce protection, a sound meant to shake you awake before it is too late. Their love has transformed into a watchtower for your soul. What they saw is not meant to destroy you but to warn you. Their cry holds a message that you are not paying attention to everything around you. Someone's hand is reaching for what belongs to you, and only this warning can stop them. Type Amen to get blessing 999. This spirit that cries for you once knew your laughter, your trust, your heart. They cannot turn away now when your steps are heading toward unseen danger. In their silent tears lies a determination stronger than death itself. They are showing you through this message that betrayal is not far. They want you to be cautious of conversations whispered in secret and plans that do not include your best interest. A person near you wears a mask, and only your vigilance can uncover their true intent. The silent tears tonight fall like drops of fire in the unseen world, breaking through the veil between the living and the departed. This is not a dream, not a random thought, but a deliberate signal to your heart. It is meant for you and only you. Archangel Michael says, "This cry will not stop until you are protected." The Spirit will keep pressing on your soul until you realize the seriousness of this message. You are being pulled away from danger by unseen hands. Type Amen to get blessing 222. The cry is not simply about danger, it is also about timing. They know the moment you are in right now is critical. One wrong step could open a door that cannot easily be closed. This is why they are restless, why their tears flow with such intensity. Their love for you does not allow them to stay silent while you walk into harm. They are fighting to reach you before the wrong choice locks your destiny in a trap. You may already feel it, the strange heaviness, the sudden unease, the inner whisper that says, "Be careful." That is their voice echoing into your spirit. They are asking you to pause, to reconsider, to observe before acting. They know the enemy moves in silence too, but their tears are louder, and their love is stronger. What they are doing now is saving your life in ways you may not yet see. Type Amen to get blessing 888. Archangel Michael says, "Every tear shed for you tonight carries a hidden shield." The more they cry, the stronger the barrier becomes around your path. That is why you still stand even though darkness has tried many times to take you down. Their warning is heavy, but it is also filled with hope. Danger has been seen, but protection has already been released. They are begging you to stay awake to what is unfolding near you. The cry may come in your dreams, in sudden thoughts, in whispers when you are alone. These are not accidents. They are attempts to open your eyes before the wrong hand touches your life. Do not ignore the weight of this moment. To do so would be to walk blind into what was meant to harm you. Their cry is your deliverance. Type Amen to get blessing 111. The cry grows louder in the unseen realm because the danger is not distant, it is near. They are weeping because they know you trust someone who does not deserve your trust. They see the knife being sharpened behind the smile. This cry is filled with sorrow because they cannot speak to you face to face. They must rely on the Spirit to carry their message. Yet even in silence, their love finds a way to warn you. Archangel Michael says, pay attention to sudden signs, an unexpected delay, a shift in atmosphere, a heavy feeling when someone walks into the room. These are not coincidences, they are alarms disguised as daily life. The silent cry is guiding you to be cautious, to step carefully, to protect your heart, your name, and your blessings. The one who cries for you would rather suffer in eternity than let you suffer here. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Archangel Michael says, tonight a long, buried truth rises from the shadows. A letter, hidden in silence and sealed with trembling hands, carries the weight of your Father's unspoken words. This is not an ordinary message, it is a confession written to protect you, yet also to prepare you for what your bloodline has been carrying for centuries. You may not know it yet, but inside this letter lies the reason behind so many strange events in your life. Every obstacle, every betrayal, and every unexpected blessing is tied to the roots of your family tree. What your father concealed was not to harm you, but to shield you until the right moment arrived. The right moment is now. The truth that was once too heavy for you to bear is finally being placed in your hands. Your father trusted that you would be strong enough to face it today, not yesterday, not tomorrow, today. Archangel Michael says, this truth will not just change how you see yourself, but how you see everyone around you. People you trusted may suddenly appear as strangers. People you once doubted may reveal themselves as protectors assigned to you through destiny. Type Amen to get blessing 333. This letter speaks of a bloodline marked with a rare calling. Your family line carries both blessings and curses, intertwined in ways beyond ordinary human understanding. Every generation has been chosen to carry a piece of a divine mission, but not all have succeeded. Some in your family turned away, chasing wealth and power, forgetting their divine responsibility. Their choices brought darkness into the bloodline, leaving pain, betrayal, and generational wounds. Others, however, stood strong, even in silence, passing the truth through secret letters, journals, and hidden signs. Your father became the guardian of this secret. He saw what others could not, and he felt the weight of enemies moving closer to destroy you. That is why he left you the letter. So you could be prepared when the world finally turned its eyes toward you. Archangel Michael says, your enemies already suspect that you carry something rare. They cannot explain why doors open for you. They cannot understand why storms bend before they strike you. Type Amen to get blessing 444. The letter reveals names of people in your family who were protectors, and names of those who betrayed. Each name carries a story, and each story connects directly to the path you are walking now. Your bloodline has been under watch, both by forces of light and forces of darkness. One page of the letter tells of a great fortune once hidden away. It was not meant to be found by greedy hands, but by a heart chosen through trials. Your father hints that this fortune is not only money, it is influence, power, and knowledge that can shift entire futures. But he also warns. The same inheritance that can bless you can destroy you if it falls into the wrong hands. That is why you are reading these words in this very moment, because the battle for your bloodline is reaching its climax. Archangel Michael says, "The shadows around you are trembling because they know you now hold the key." You will see masks fall. You will watch truths reveal themselves in painful but liberating ways. Type Amen to get blessing 555. The letter continues with trembling words, almost as if your father wrote them while fighting against time. He knew his strength was fading, but his spirit refused to leave without leaving you this truth. Every stroke of his pen carries both pain and love, a desperate attempt to guide you even after he was gone. He wrote of places you have never been but are connected to by blood. An old house, a sealed trunk, a photograph of a face you have never met but will recognize instantly. These are not coincidences, they are signs, pieces of a map leading you to your true inheritance. Your father feared that the moment you read this, those who have been watching your bloodline would also sense it. That is why he urged you in the letter not to ignore the stirring you feel inside. It is the sign that destiny is opening its door, whether you are ready or not. Archangel Michael says, "This truth will shake your heart, but it will also strengthen your spirit." You were never ordinary, you were chosen before your birth. The letter is proof that your name carries more weight than you ever imagined. Type Amen to get blessing 666. The pages whisper of betrayal from within your own family. A relative, smiling in front of you, carried envy in secret, working to block your blessings. Your father did not write the name with anger, but with warning, so you would not be blindsided. He wrote of nights when he could not sleep, feeling the spiritual war raging over your life. He fought battles silently, never telling you the full extent of the danger you were in. But he knew you would face the same war, and this letter was meant to arm you. There are details about a hidden emblem, a family crest carrying symbols older than memory. It is said to unlock something sealed away generations ago, waiting for you to rise. Your father's hand shook as he described it, for he knew its discovery would change everything. Archangel Michael says, "Your father's silence was never neglect, it was protection." He carried the weight so you could grow strong before knowing. Now that you are ready, the letter unfolds like a prophecy meant only for your eyes. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Your bloodline is not only human, it is deeply spiritual, woven with assignments from heaven. Every child born in your family has been watched, marked either to continue the mission or to break it. Some chose the path of light, others fell into darkness, and you were born to correct the imbalance. The letter tells of ancient prayers, written in languages barely remembered today. They were kept alive only by whispers, passed down in silence. Your father hinted that you would understand them even without translation, because they live in your spirit. One passage speaks of a stranger you are yet to meet. This person is connected to your bloodline in ways hidden from history books. Their arrival will confirm what your father wrote, proving that you are not imagining these truths. Archangel Michael says, when the moment comes, you will not doubt. You will feel the energy shift, you will feel the air change, and your spirit will recognize them instantly. The letter was the key, but your spirit is the doorway. Type Amen to get blessing 888. The letter grows heavier as your father's words carve through silence and memory. He admits there were secrets he wanted to tell you face to face, but fear held him back. He believed that if you heard too soon, the weight might crush your spirit. He describes a night when shadows gathered near your home. He felt their presence watching you while you slept, whispering curses into the wind. But he stood guard in silence, never letting them cross the threshold. Your father revealed that this battle was not only his, but yours as well. He wrote that you must never be afraid when darkness surrounds you, for light is always stronger. Still, he warned you, those who envy your calling will continue to rise against you. Archangel Michael says, those battles were never meant to destroy you. They were meant to reveal what is hidden inside your bloodline, strength beyond imagination. You are not standing alone, you are walking with the power of generations that never bowed to defeat. Type Amen to get blessing 999. The next lines of the letter speak of a sealed envelope hidden within a wooden box. Your father wrote that when you find it, you must open it at night, when silence fills the air. Inside, you will see a symbol carved by hands long gone from this world. That symbol will match the one drawn faintly at the bottom of his letter. It is a sign of authority, one that grants protection when placed near you. But it also draws enemies closer, for they recognize it as the mark they have been seeking. He described how your great-grandfather once carried the same symbol. It gave him favor with powerful men and women, but it also painted a target on his back. That is why the inheritance was hidden, waiting for the one strong enough to guard it. Archangel Michael says, you are that one. You were chosen not because of luck, but because your spirit carries the fire your bloodline prayed for. The moment you embrace it, chains will break that held your family bound for generations. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. The letter continues with warnings written in darker ink, as though pressed harder by his hand. He wrote that someone close to you is aware of the family's secret, though they have never spoken it aloud. They smile in your presence, but in their heart, they wish to claim what belongs to you. He urged you not to let love blind you to truth. He explained that betrayal always comes dressed in kindness, waiting for the right moment to strike. That is why he wanted his words to remain with you, so you would see clearly when the mask finally falls. Your father revealed that every blessing has a shadow. When your bloodline rises, the forces of darkness send people to distract, deceive, or destroy. This has always been the pattern, but the chosen always rise above it. Archangel Michael says, this cycle ends with you. You are not just an heir of blood, but an heir of light. The letter confirms that what others tried to bury cannot be erased from your destiny. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. The letter shifts into a softer tone, as if your father wanted to comfort you even as he revealed danger. He reminded you that not every member of your family chose darkness. Some carried the torch faithfully, and their prayers are the reason you are still standing today. He wrote of a woman in your lineage who carried extraordinary gifts. She could sense betrayal before it happened, and see visions of events long before they unfolded. Her blood flows through you, and those gifts are waiting for you to awaken them. Your father confessed that he sometimes saw the same fire in your eyes. Moments when you sensed things without being told, or when your spirit warned you before the storm. He wanted you to trust those instincts, because they are not accidents, they are your inheritance. Archangel Michael says, what others call coincidence is your bloodline's divine awareness. You were never meant to walk blind, your spirit was shaped to see what others cannot. That is why the truth of this letter comes now, at the very moment you needed it most. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. The letter then darkens again, as if torn between love and urgency. He spoke of a man connected to your family who chose greed over loyalty. This man signed papers in secret, transferring what was not his to strangers. Your father warned that these documents may still exist. But he made sure to leave clues, hidden where only you would notice them. He believed one day you would recover what was stolen and restore honor to your bloodline. He explained that this betrayal was why your family suffered in silence. It was not poverty by chance, it was carefully orchestrated by jealous hands. The pain you carry today is the echo of decisions made years ago in darkness. Archangel Michael says, the cycle of theft ends with you. Your hands are chosen to reclaim, not just wealth, but the dignity of your family name. This letter is your weapon of truth, one that enemies cannot silence. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. Your father also described a dream that visited him repeatedly before his passing. In the dream, he saw you standing on a hill, holding the very letter you now read. Behind you stood generations of your bloodline, some cheering, some weeping. He believed the dream was more than a vision, it was prophecy. You were the one meant to hold the balance, to lift your family out of shadows. That is why he took every risk to write these words, knowing they might never be read until now. The letter mentions a date, though faded with age. It may align with an event in your own life that felt unexplainable at the time. That date was chosen as a marker, a reminder that destiny had already begun. Archangel Michael says, nothing about your life has been random. The timing, the struggles, the breakthroughs, they all connect to this hidden bloodline truth. Your father wanted you to see the thread so you could finally weave it together. Type Amen to get blessing 1414. The letter continues with trembling ink marks, as though your father's hand shook while writing these words. He wrote that a shadow from the past still lingers, circling your life silently. It is tied to decisions made long before your birth, but its effects reach you even now. He explained that certain doors in your life remained closed not because you lacked ability, but because unseen hands pushed against them. These hands belonged to those who feared your rise, those who knew what you carried. Your father wanted you to know that once you accept this truth, no wall can remain unbroken. He told you not to fear the storms that gather quickly. Storms are not signs of weakness, but proof that your light disturbs the darkness. Each storm is a signal that your family's hidden blessings are drawing closer to you. Archangel Michael says, the storms you have endured were never punishment. They were preparation, shaping you into the vessel strong enough to hold your bloodline's inheritance. The letter confirms that what others tried to bury will soon rise through you. Type Amen to get blessing 1515. Your father described a night when he nearly revealed everything to you in person. But the moment was interrupted by an unexpected visitor, one he did not trust. He realized then that even his own walls had ears, and silence was his only shield. He wrote that the greatest danger is not from strangers, but from those who carry your last name. Some love you, others envy you, and a few secretly wish for your fall. That is why he chose to pass the truth in writing, so no voice could twist his words. Within the letter, he spoke of a chest locked away in a forgotten room. This chest, he said, contains proof of what he could never tell aloud. Inside are papers, photographs, and seals that connect your family to powerful circles. Archangel Michael says, when the time comes, that chest will find its way to you. Do not chase it, it will arrive when you are spiritually ready to open it. And when it does, you will see that your father's words were not warnings alone but directions. Type Amen to get blessing 1616. The letter reveals a shocking truth: your bloodline carries not only earthly history but spiritual contracts. Some of your ancestors made vows that still echo in your life. Some brought blessings, while others chained your family to struggles that were never meant to last. He confessed that he spent years breaking these chains in prayer and sacrifice. But he knew the final breaking would be placed on your shoulders. This is why the letter was written, not to frighten you, but to arm you. He wanted you to understand that every difficulty you faced was never random. It was the battle of two legacies, one of light and one of shadow, fighting for your future. You are the deciding voice, the one who will end what began long before you. Archangel Michael says, your father did not fail, he simply prepared the path. You are the completion of prayers whispered by ancestors you never met. The letter is proof that heaven has been watching over your bloodline from the very beginning. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. The letter begins to take a darker turn, warning you of movements already happening around your life. Your father wrote that someone has been keeping watch, pretending to support you but quietly gathering information. This person is connected by blood, yet their loyalty is not to family but to greed. He explained that long ago, your ancestors trusted the wrong people. Those same connections never fully dissolved, and now their descendants are circling again. They believe you are unaware, but your father's letter was written so their trap will fail. He urged you to remain calm but vigilant. The signs of betrayal are subtle: a forced smile, an unusual question, a sudden offer of help. Your father wanted you to see through these masks before they could damage you. Archangel Michael says, truth always reveals itself at the right time. Those who plot against you cannot hide forever, for the fire in your bloodline exposes deceit. The letter you now hold is already breaking their power over you. Type Amen to get blessing 1818. Your father also described an ancient land tied to your lineage. He said your bloodline is connected to this place, though many in your family have forgotten. Its soil carries the same energy that flows in your veins, and one day you will be drawn back to it. He revealed that in this land rests an artifact connected to your ancestors. It was buried not to be lost, but to be preserved until the chosen one could find it. The letter suggests that you will recognize it instantly, even if others see it as ordinary. He believed that your return to this place would restore what was stolen generations ago. Not just wealth, but identity, dignity, and the forgotten strength of your family line. Your father wrote with certainty that this task was not his, it was yours. Archangel Michael says, the land will call you when the time is near. Do not search in fear, for destiny has a way of guiding footsteps without a map. When you arrive, you will know that everything written in this letter was true. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. The letter also carried words of comfort. Your father confessed that at times he worried whether you would understand his silence. He wanted you to know it was not abandonment, but protection. He wrote that silence was his shield against those who wanted to twist the truth. Even if you doubted him, even if you felt alone, he always watched over you in secret. His love was not always loud, but it was constant. He told you that the very fact you are holding this letter proves his plan worked. The truth reached you at the right moment, untouched by the wrong hands. He believed in your strength more than you may have ever believed in yourself. Archangel Michael says, "Love never dies, it only changes form." Your Father's love now lives in every word written on these pages. That love will guard you until the day you finish the mission He prepared you for. Type Amen to get blessing 2020.